Good afternoon, team. My name's Brent Frew. I work as a skills coach for the Canterbury Crusaders in 2009. Welcome to this R80 DVD. What we're going to take you through for the next short period of time is just some of the fundamentals for Crusader rugby. Ultimately, Crusader rugby is about good decision making in the field of play, and that just doesn't happen on its own. And a key fundamental to our game is the ability to be really good at run, catch, pass. What we're going to do in the next couple of activities is just have a look at some micro passing drills that make up the passing action. We'll take you through a couple of them. You'll hear me refer to as the power train for our passing action. We'll then go into some activities that are just good one-on-one decision making, hand-eye coordination drills that players will be able to use either before your training or you can use as a coach during your training. And then we'll go into some simple two-on-one drills. I hope you get a lot out of them. They're certainly beneficial for us, and I think you'll be quite surprised at just how simple they are. But I'd like to reiterate that they do form the foundation for Crusader rugby. What we're going to do, boys, we'll do the micro skills for our passing. We'll just build it up from the forearm to the tricep to the shoulder. I'll demonstrate each one and then we'll just go through. If we do it 3 or 4 times on each hand. First one is the forearm, just putting some power into our forearm. Bear, I'll just go out to you. So we keep our elbows in tight and we just work our lower wrists. So keep the ball in the center of the body and just punch it across like that. And what we're really doing here is we're working our forearm. So really punch it across and get the rotation on the ball. And really punch it across. Keep your elbows into the side of your body. Don't let the elbows go forward. Don't just have a look in here, lads. I'll just demonstrate it again. You probably want to come in a bit closer. So it's like that. We keep our elbows into the side of our body and it's just our forearm. We're really working the lower part of our forearms. That's it. Really punch it across. Press down on the thumb, rotate the ball and get those forearms going across. Change your master hand so we work our forearms of each arm 3 or 4 times. This time here we'll do the other one where we've worked the lower forearm. What we're going to do now is work the tricep so it goes forward of the hip bone, just sitting there. DP, I'll just flick it across to you and just bring it up. What I want you to do is bring both hands up so we're just getting it straight across there, and that's just working the actual passing action. So about 3 or 4 times on each hip. Work the forearm and then just really work the tricep. This drill is really for the tricep. Start getting some power into our passing. Good. When you finish the drill, just make sure when the ball leaves your hands, we're pointing at the target. Really punch it out. 3 or 4 times on each arm. We'll bring the shoulder into play. So this one here, you're going to be standing side on. The inside arm comes up so at the target we're pointing in. Make sure the ball's on the front of the old mono ab there, and we're just going to punch it straight through. Make sure that our hips stay square to the target. Yep. That's it. Make sure our hips stay square. Make sure our inside arm stays pointing at the target. Right, for this one here, we don't want our power hand coming behind our inside arm. Just lock our core, So we learn to lock our core. We just stand with the ball in front of her and we just punch it across. The key things here is just make sure our hands are pointing at the target. That's it. Keep the ball above your belly button so it's right out. That's it. Really punch it through, emphasize pointing at the target. Really emphasize. This time we can fire the power train, the shoulder, the tricep, the forearm, but keep the hips square to the direction we're running in. What we're after here is to emphasize and just running straight through, keeping our hips square and working on those little micro skills that we wanted to drive. What we're going to do now, lads, is just one-on-one. We're going to have a kick, catch, put a bit of power into the catch, so we've got to get our hands up, get our thumbs in behind the ball. Once we catch it, the kicker is going to become the defender and the catcher will become the attacker. What I really want the emphasis on is running at 12 o'clock, anchoring the defender, then take them left or right. Ball transfer and the fin. That's it. And just change around. Give it a good kick. Let's make sure he gets his hands up to catch the ball. Now we've got 2-on-1, and what I'm really after here is all the same points out of the first drill, except I want the support player really to get his eyes up and looking where the ball carrier is going and step into the space. Yeah, let's make sure we get our communications going, and we'll just change around. Make sure everyone gets a go at all three positions. Right, team, what we're going to do this time, we'll just work on our passing skills. Short pass, long pass. The guy's doing the long pass. I don't want to see loading of the ball. I want to see it driven from the centre of the body. All right, and we'll just go through 4 times. When you're ready, team. Good, great pass. Yeah, now. Good, that's it. Turn around. Chunk, chunk. Good hands. Good. Hold your depth. Really punch it through. Get that power on it. Right, what we're going to do is just going to do some hand-eye coordination drills. We're just going to work the centre guy. Right, what I expect him to do is turn around, hands up, and his eyes will automatically pick up the movement. We all look like we're going to pass, and then only one person will actually release the ball. Rita will indicate who's going to release the ball. Let's go, boys. Yep. Good, well done. Once more. Yeah. Oh. Trick is on this drill is to just turn with your hands in that catching position, and then just turn, relax. Your eyes will pick up movement. Rightio, for this drill here, this is really just a hand-eye speed drill. What happens here, we're really working the guy in the centre. He'll pass the ball out. As soon as it gets passed out, the person on the outside will pass the ball in, and we're really working that centre guy. And you'll find that this really starts to work peripheral vision and hand-eye speed. We'll just extend it so the outside perimeter is just moving, and this will force the guy and the person to adjust the power of his passing, and it really just adds another dimension to his concentration level. Rightio, the next one we're going to go on to is we're still working our passing action, or a good pass from the hip, the power train of shoulders, triceps, forearms. But in this one here, we're looking for space, to identify space, and we're also learning to lie with our hands and eyes and where we send the defender, but where we put the ball somewhere else. We just call this drill, simple little drill called Piggy in the Middle. If the person in the centre gets any touch on the ball, then they change around. I'll show you another drill of Piggy in the Middle. This one's a version where they've got to react to the defender. All the micro drills of hip square, carrying the ball, punching across their body still apply. On this one here, we have a defender in the middle. His job is to get his hands on the ball, a clean intercept, or two hands on the ball carrier. If there's any drops of the ball, etc., they change around with the person in the middle. Rightio. Stop there. Stop there. If there's a forward pass, are we in the middle? Redo out. So any law violations, a forward pass, etc. Also, just to show you how it works, if DP was to go forward and OE was to go to bear, and OE passes, if he doesn't see the space in front of him, he also goes into the centre. So there's a real emphasis on the passing as well as the visual component on it. An extension to that drill is just now a decision-making drill. It's simple 3-on-2, and what we've introduced now is an emphasis on the support play to communicate to the ball carrier. The ball carrier just steps off, the defence defends, and there should be some space somewhere. Yeah, good, well done. Good talking, well done. Rightio, as you can see, there's some variations to the drill. This time we just start with the two defenders on the corner, and what we're really working now is not only our passing and our vision, but we're working the centre man and how to take pressure and work under pressure. Just watch the lads and they'll show you how it works. Good, that's it, well done. So the centre guy here has an opportunity to pass the ball or take that second defender on the inside. That's well done. what we'll go on to now is just we'll just finish off with a couple of pair drills that players will be able to use prior to your training in their own one. The first one's really just a reaction drill and a vision drill. You'll see with DP when he releases the ball, the key points here are for the catcher to get his hands up early and get on his toes and just really be able to react to what's going. So it's really about picking up movement early with the eyes. Go. Good catch. Go. Good catch. Remember, try and run straight through the pass. I'll show you another little drill, which is just a hand-eye coordination drill. It's got all the components for the catch and pass. The boys will keep the ball above their waist and really punch it through. And in regards to the power train of the shoulder, the tricep and the forearm, all those components are there. But it's really just working the left and right sides of the body. And also, once we let go of the ball, getting our hands instantly back into the catch position, because our eyes will pick up movement and it'll automatically catch the next ball. And hold it there. One of the extensions to this is one becomes a mirror of the other. So in this case here, if DP moves back, his partner moves back. If DP moves forward, his partner moves forward. So we're adjusting the power and the speed of what we react to. The third extension is what DP will do now is he'll give a good catch and he'll give an ugly catch. The receiver has to react to both types of passes, because we know in the game of rugby it's not always going to be perfect. So you can give him an ugly one or you can give him a good one. Go. The receiver in this case must always give a good pass back. As you can see, the person giving the pass has got the choice of an ugly or a good pass. The receiver in this case always gets his hands back into the centre of the body, and his head and eyes will pick up movement, making it easy for him to react. Next drill we'll show you is just, it's really taken out of cricket and it's just a slip catching. The idea here is just a fast hands drill. It's a little game. The boys will set up with a wide base, and the idea is to get the ball between your mate's legs, and you can pass to the outsides, etc. If you put it through between his legs, you get a point. First to 3, first to 5, whatever it is. So on this particular drill, if we sit back on our heels, all our body weight goes back. We want to be up on our toes. Our heels can be on the ground, but we just want our weight forward. We want the ability to be able to shift our body weight instead of locking up and just moving our hands. We want that ability to move in this manner here with our hands. Let's go fast, fast. Keep your hands together. That's it. Good one. There, that's better. Really whip it in. That's a point each. That's it.